I'm pausing for anticipation. That's a thing, right? That's ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to another awesome Friday evening with your most favoritist of all the podcasting crews out there. As always, I am the awesome one himself, Mr. Rev J Awesome, joined by none other than the spectacular Specs and the most wonderful pain in my ass, B Golden.
Aw, you're so
kind. We mixed the two of them like that. Specs.
I'm trying to figure out this. Which way do I go?
Right there. Stay.
Are you sure?
Yes. Wow. I had adjusted pre-show to the fact that you were kind of leaning over the other way, so I had you fixed, and then all of a sudden you decided to lean back that way.
You had me fixed? What?
Oh my god. We had you fixed. You didn't know that?
Are you guys not going to mention the fact that Specs was giving you like good luck kisses right before we went live?
He always does that. That's normal routine. He gives me good luck kisses, and we had him fixed, so no more little spectacles.
And he just spit liquid out of his mouth.
All right, let's start the show. Oh my god!
This isn't the start of the show. I thought this was
already live. This is the start.
This is the spectacle episode.
I thought you said no more spectacles.
No more spectacle. Okay, this is the lack thereof a spectacle episode. And on that note, I will get this episode started by talking about one of Specs' favoriteest things ever.
Oh, that could only mean so many different things.
Microtransactions.
Oh, crap. That was way off.
A little bit on that one. I meant your most favoriteest thing ever in the reverse direction.
Oh, okay.
So we have said many, many, many times before on this show how much Specs hates microtransactions. It doesn't keep him from playing games. He just doesn't necessarily partake within the actual microtransaction premise of said game.
Yeah.
So a couple weeks ago, I actually hit Specs with the microtransaction. I did, with a BMW.
And he still gives you kisses? What the hell?
But I hit him with a fancy car, a BMW. And we talked about how BMW is incorporating microtransactions into the real world,
Yep.
You're cold, you want to warm your seats up, you got to pay for that kind of stuff. What if I told you I now have another company out there who is implementing a style of microtransactions into your everyday life?
I'd say no.
But what if I said yes? Does that make a difference?
No.
No, okay. I don't listen to what you say.
So what if hotels started charging a specific fee for the amenities that they were typically offering, such as, like a pool or the gym or friggin' breakfast?
I would stop using them.
Hey, are we wait.
Wait, up.
Are we talking land hotels that are so 2021?
Or are
we talking about really cool flying hotels?
No, we are still within the land hotel realm of things. This isn't quite within the flying hotels just yet. So this is actually a part of MCR hotels, which is going to be your friggin' Hiltons, your Marriotts, those spew hotels.
Because they need more money. Why?
So here's the theory behind it. And again, this is a theory, and they haven't officially said how this is going to help or how much this is going to help. But the theory or the plan behind it is to actually charge you a smaller rate to stay at the hotel, and then the additional fees if you wanted those services. So if you were just looking to crash for the night and you don't want to go swimming, you don't want to work out at the gym, you would theoretically pay less for the room and not partake in those, other areas. It seems like a slippery slope to me. 'Cause
I don't like it.
I can see like $100 room with amenities being a $95 room, but you pay extra. Like, once you start talking, discounts, but not saying how much the discounts are, like, how much is it really going to affect things? And how much is going to be taken away in the full spectrum of things. I mean, are you going to be given like a pair of rabbit ears and be like, well, if you wanted to watch cable, you know, that's going to cost you extra. They've already made mention of breakfast. Everyone knows you go to a hotel and you got some sort of breakfast set up that just comes with it. It is what it is. But now breakfast being one of these things that would actually cost extra for. One of the other things that they made mention of is like a $20 fee to be able to check in early or check out late.
Wow, 20 bucks?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
So you get to the hotel early, you're ready to check in, you want to just get your stuff put up, boom, $20 to check in early. The pool, as of what they mentioned, at least for now, they were looking at like the weekend span of things. So like weekdays, pool's free. If you want to go swimming on the weekend, $25.
Ouch.
Yeah, ouch.
So now you're up an extra $45 for the room because you checked in early and it's a Saturday and you wanted to go swimming.
Yeah, no.
Now, if you want to eat breakfast Sunday morning, you know, that's going to
$50?
cost extra. I actually did not see a listed price.
Wait. It's $50 plus the milk, so, you know, $55.
It's cheaper if you just milk the cow yourself.
Exactly, right?
Like, can't they just go back to, you know, screwing everybody over with that mini bar that's in every room?
Right.
Hey, I got screwed by one of those once.
Specs looked at the mini bar. He looked at it.
I freaking opened it up and I saw a nice cold water and a chocolate bar and I grabbed it.
That's a $75 chocolate bar.
I got the bill. It was a $12 bill. I'm like,
oh my God.
What?
You never open the
Never open the mini bar, dude.
Oh my God.
No. They do that purposely to trick people like you.
Well, it only happened to once, so.
Hi, Chevy.
Welcome,
So,
Chevy.
hey, Chevy. So, yeah, that's the theory behind it, like I said, is, you know, along the lines of saving money.
Going microtransaction, and I hate it.
It is. So now, hotel stay.
Start charging you guys microtransactions.
For a hotel stay, you can get the base stay for $100. Now, if you want anything extra, you want that cosmetic upgrade.
Oh, so you want to be a baller? Hey, man,
Right.
I got the pool, baby.
All I can say is I'm glad I don't travel.
Sir, we saw you looking at the gym. That's going to be $5.
Exactly.
I didn't even go
Looking
in.
at
You
it.
looked in that direction. It kind of
I wanted
implied
to
you were
know what
thinking about
equipment
it.
you had first. Yes, and that look cost you $5.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So yes, welcome to the world of microtransactions. So if it's a cold Saturday morning and you're, you know, paying to have your car warm your butt up and make it over to the hotel, and then you buy the base hotel, but it's early, so you got to pay extra to get in there, and there's breakfast left over, but you got to pay extra if you still want that one. I mean, nothing is just a set price anymore. And like I said when I started the story, that's one of the things that really gets me about it is they never really said how much it's going to save you in the long run.
It won't.
So if it's shaving off $5 or $10, I mean,
like, I think they charge you for like late checkout if you want.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you're not out on time, you're already getting charged. But
If you're not out by 11 o'clock, you're charged like 11:01.
It's been a very long time since I've been to a hotel, guys.
But I'm
just saying.
I'm guessing
long
now
time.
on this premise, it would be more of a heads up. I'm staying till noon or something. So here's the extra. Wow, it just kind of hit me. At what point in time does it just become the equivalent of just staying another night? I mean, once this stuff starts adding up, like, damn.
Pretty much, yeah. It's a good
People are going to
point.
be broken a heartbeat.
You're right.
That's why I stay home. Oh yeah.
So in this case scenario, B is the smart one here.
Whoa! Who would have thunk that would have ever happened?
I know,
Holy
right?
crap! Wow.
And since you're the smart one, B, why don't you give us a smart story?
Ooh.
Do I have to give you a smart story, or can I just do one of my normal stories?
One or the other.
One of the normal stories. We'll call it a smart story.
Okay. Well, this one's pretty cool. You know, we've been lacking on doing something lately, the three of us guys, and I think that we really need to get back into it.
No, Specs gave me good luck kisses before the show started.
I'm not
my
talking
God.
about yours and Specs' good luck kisses before the show.
What are you talking about?
We need to get back into playing a certain game that we all love to hate with a passion.
There's so many.
There are,
Clearly.
but there's one that really stands out, and it's not Barbie World or Barbie Dream House.
Barbie's Dream House. What do you think? It's my answer for every game. Every time you bring up a game, I just say Barbie's Dream House. Clearly,
Yes.
I was talking about the Smurfs Enchanted Village.
Three of us. You knew what to scare. I almost said Joseph. What did you say, Rev? What
The
game?
Smurfs Enchanted Village.
No, we're not talking about Smurfs again.
Oh, well, then which one?
We need to get back into Mario Kart.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
Is it official? Is it here? Is it time? Is it?
Next week, August 4th.
Yeah, let's go.
Wave 2 of the bonus tracks drops
yeah.
on the Switch. So
Yeah,
we
but
will get
you're
more
right,
tracks.
we have dropped the ball on that. We haven't even played much of the new wave.
I don't know about you, but I take my Switch upstairs to bed with me, and I played.
Gonna say, speak for yourself, because I just got my ass handed to me by my kids last weekend.
Oh, okay.
So
I still-
booyah in your face, it's you that hasn't played.
Yeah, I still throw down
Right.
Chevy, still like reigning champion when it comes to racing games.
Yes,
And
Scare,
then the other
100%.
ones, like a decent at them. But yeah, no, we were definitely playing the hell out of that one.
Scare said that we should do an episode where we all dress up like the Golden Girls. I'm down. Scare, you'd have to join in that episode, though, so that we have four.
Four.
Yeah. So, Scare, you would have to join us that episode and partake in the dressing up. But we can do it. We'll discuss this afterwards. But anyways,
No.
yes. So, August 4th. Don't just veto no right away, you party pooper. Don't worry, Scare. I'll talk him into it. You'll be the old lady.
Yeah, which one?
Oh my god. The oldest one, obviously. He's
But he
playing
didn't
Sophia.
say oldest one. He said old lady.
Oh my
implying
God.
that there was one old and the rest were young. Anyways, Mario Kart.
Yes. Okay. So the full track list of what is dropping on August 4th is the Turnip Cup is New York Minute from Mario Kart Tour,
Okay.
Mario Circuit 3 from SNES,
Ah, yes.
Calamari Desert from N64,
Yeah.
Waluigi Pinball from DS,
Never played it.
I never played that one.
and then we have the Propeller Cup, which is Sydney Sprint from Mario Kart Tour,
Okay.
Snowland from Game Boy Advance,
Okay.
and Mushroom Gorge from Wii.
Okay.
And I'm assuming is a brand new one, never before seen, because
A whole new map?
it has no game next to it. It is Sky High Sunday, as in ice cream
Yes.
sundae. So
Nice.
Sky High
I'm
Sunday.
seeing that here. That is actually a brand new map that they put out for it. So
So
not
we get a
only-
brand new map.
are we getting it, but
sweet.
like they keep putting this brand new crap out. You know, this is also the reason we're never going to get another damn Mario Kart.
That's right.
This
if they
is
keep
Mario
giving us
Kart 10
bonus
right
tracks-
here.
If they keep giving us bonus tracks, I'm fine without having Mario Kart 9. Whatever. For Halloween, we'll dress up as your favorite Canadian celebrity.
Huh?
Awesome Mom said do the Golden Girls thing for Halloween, and Scare said for Halloween that you should dress up as your favorite Canadian celebrity. So you're gonna go as Bieber?
No.
We all know he's your favorite.
Oh, definitely not.
And we get sidetracked. But yes, okay,
Yeah.
so Mario Kart. We
You know,
need
this
to
is
get back
officially
into that.
becoming Mario Kart 8.5 now.
Well,
Yeah, it
yeah.
is.
Like, it is, yeah. Like,
I mean,
hands
look at all
down.
the courses that we have now, and there's still 2 more waves.
Whoa. Don't start talking about corpses. You leave your corpses in the closet or the basement or wherever they are. I don't care how many corpses we
Where
have.
they are, Rev. How many times
I
do I have
know.
to tell you
Don't
that?
tell me.
I can't.
Words get thrown around court and stuff like that. I mean, don't.
Like premeditated.
Exactly.
So when does this drop?
August 4th.
August 4th. That's literally right around the corner.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
So, Specs, you better get playing, because Rev and I have been playing, so you need to catch up to us.
You'll
Yeah, it
still
might be a
kick
little
my
rusty.
ass, but...
Well, you'll still kick mine, too, because I like to do really cool things like, get stuck
Drive
in
off the
flower
edge.
beds for some reason that I didn't even know was a possible thing to do in Mario Kart.
Did you know,
Nice.
coincidentally enough, if you drive on the grass, it slows you down?
Yes,
Unlike in
yes,
real
it
life,
do.
where when you drive on the grass, it doesn't slow you down.
Once again, Rev,
Stupid.
why are you driving on grass
I'm not.
in real life?
I'm just saying, scientifically speaking,
I
theoretically...
think you're driving on grass in real life.
Theoretically, if I was to,
Maybe
it
you
wouldn't
shouldn't
slow
be
me down. Anyways, Specs, give us the story.
Wow.
Wow, he's so demanding tonight.
I know, right?
What was in your guys' dinner?
See what happens when you give him pre-show kisses, Specs?
Exactly. Now I'm just like...
He's all amped and he's ready
Yeah.
for it. He's like, boom, boom, take charge. Don't give him pre-show kisses anymore, Specs.
I'm about to walk away. All right, let's get into another story.
Okay.
Back in the day, I don't know if it was on the podcast or not, Rev, but I was telling you that YouTube should start doing something. Do you remember what that was?
Wait, YouTube or you2?
YouTube.
Oh, okay. I was
Yes.
gonna say,
Man,
YouTube should start shutting the hell up.
there are many things that you have stated that YouTube needs to start doing.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to like the streaming aspect. You talk a lot about the streaming aspect and what would help make them better.
Yes.
Yes.
So, how about this? YouTube is going to be starting to target the mobile gaming industry.
They've been listening to us. They heard what you had to say. They're doing things now.
So instead
they
of
are.
going head to head with Twitch,
Okay.
they are actually going to move towards the mobile gaming side.
Nice.
Because mobile gaming has actually blown up over the past couple years, as everyone knows. In 2015, YouTube launched a video game-oriented vertical called YouTube Gaming. Do we remember that?
YouTube gaming?
I don't remember YouTube Gaming.
I don't
Does anyone
remember
else?
YouTube gaming.
In my head, no.
Anyways, that died and fell off the planet type thing.
Bye.
And
Yeah.
Fell
YouTube,
into a black hole that has been now named after Rev.
perfect.
Love it.
Anyways, YouTube Gaming is catering now to mobile gamers more and more each time now as they're updating,
Okay.
because they are seeing a big increase in viewers for mobile gaming compared to regular streaming on like Twitch,
Yeah.
right? One, it's totally different than just streaming on Twitch because you're watching somebody mobile.
Yeah.
Right? It's totally different. It's a different atmosphere. It's a different aspect of that type of stream. I'm trying to find the one part that I had here. I lost
Yeah,
it.
it's not this whole setup of everything going around. I mean, it's that mixture of like in real life with that added element of the game being at your fingertips, within your hands.
Yes. So Twitch does offer mobile gaming, as you know. Like if you go, you can search up mobile gaming, and there's people there. But most of the mobile gaming content on Twitch is starting to move over to YouTube. They get a bigger audience. The last I found was YouTube's most watched gaming clocked in at 17 million hours.
Damn.
But that is 20 million hours less than the 10th game on Twitch list.
Oh, really?
Wow.
So what's that tell you? It's a big platform,
Yeah, it is.
this mobile gaming. So I'm curious to see how far this goes. I'm hoping it takes off because I think YouTube and Twitch should try and stay separate to some extent, because when you're fighting each other, you're killing both platforms at the same time. in my my opinion. I really think that they're splitting the communities, right? So I think if YouTube keeps going with mobile gaming and Twitch keeps doing what they're doing, then we have two communities that can actually profit from everyone else.
Yeah, if they actually have that line in the sand and every party just tends to continue on down the path, and
yeah,
we won't end up with another Mixer situation where one is no longer around.
Mixer? What's Mixer?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's that thing you have in your kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
And you just throw a bunch of stuff in there and hope that
mine's no longer around.
So yeah, YouTube. So YouTube is targeting mobile gaming instead of going head to head with Twitch, and I think it's a great idea.
You know, it's crazy because I've seen a lot more popping up with YouTube Shorts. Their shorts have been friggin' skyrocketing recently. I see a lot of people just left and right dropping more into the actual shorts category. People are getting in, which to me, and this could be a lot more based off the fact that I'm just pretty damn old, but my thought process was never to go to YouTube for shorts. Like when I go to YouTube, I'm actually trying to watch something, you know, like the shortest thing would typically be like a trailer if I'm trying to watch a movie trailer or something like that. But I would never think of this like 10, 15, 30-second thing of like someone's gaming session thing. It just was never where my mind was. But dude, the friggin' shorts are taking off, and I'm standing back. I'm letting it. I'm like, okay, I will jump in. Like I'm watching that. You know, I'll let the old me disperse with the times and accept the fact that YouTube is ever evolving and growing. Yeah,
because every time I log into YouTube, the first thing that comes up is a couple of people that I follow, and then shorts.
Yep.
And it's a whole like line of them.
Yep.
Yet that never used to be there. It just popped up one day. Scare YouTube Shorts for 20 seconds that count for views? Actually, it does, believe it or not.
It's a view. It's content that you're putting on there, and you can get the views, you can get the likes. All that stuff works off the shorts. Just I don't know the specific algorithms as far as full videos, but it does count. So
Indeed.
So good on them to go a different direction.
Hell yeah.
Twitch is, you know, they're geared to gaming and just chatting, and I think YouTube should be gaming and mobile gaming.
And hot tubs.
Yeah. Well,
and pillow humping. And stripping. Wait, no, let's just leave.
No, we're not talking about those Twitch streamers.
I'm done.
My favorite Rust streamer, LOL Not, has been doing 20-second short clips a lot recently.
Yeah, exactly.
And a lot of people are doing it.
Yep.
And people
Everybody's
are
doing
noticing.
it.
People are noticing a lot more views picking up off of the shorts.
And doing YouTube Shorts, you don't have to edit so much video.
Yeah.
Right? It's
you have
pretty
to
basic.
edit the short if you...
Yeah, but very little.
It's creating basically a
30
clip.
seconds.
Yeah.
And I guess it kind of, you know, just fits when you get people like me with an extremely short attention span. I mean, you get me in there and I see the 20-second video, awesome, and I'm already moved on. And this way I'm watching your whole short as opposed to watching 20 seconds of your 30-minute video. So, definitely does make sense.
So, on that note, Specs, I play mobile games. Rev plays mobile games.
I know.
knew you were going to bring this up.
I don't play mobile games.
What is Pokemon Go?
It is a lifestyle.
Oh my god.
Wow, really?
You did not.
He just went there.
I just went there.
Okay, so Specs, back to reality, our regular, normal reality. Are you going to start mobile gaming?
I'm thinking about it.
Specs is going to play Pokemon Go.
No.
This is it.
You are.
No,
He's got the bike. He's going to get the mount for his phone on there, and he's going to be out riding, and he's going to catch Pokemon. Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Specs, will you be my friend?
No.
I'll send you a gift every day.
No.
We could become best friends.
Oh, look how excited he is.
Look how excited he is.
And Scare wants to know, are we still doing the kiddie pool stream? You said you were going to a year ago. I'm pretty sure the both of you said you were going to do a kiddie pool stream.
That was back when I used to stream.
Yes, but you guys were going to do mankinis.
Yeah, I'm not doing that anymore.
No,
I still got all that winter weight, so I'm out of there.
Pokemon do roam in Canada because Specs saw someone crash a bike into a tree today trying to catch
Oh
one.
my God. Specs, that could be you.
Specs,
no.
that could be you crashing into a bench.
So remember what I have said. If you die in Pokemon Go, you die in real life.
Yeah,
This
pretty
is
much.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, not gonna lie, that was kind of
God.
funny though.
I've seen stuff happen. Oh God! All right. So to kind of do like YouTube and turn the page and take us in a different direction over here.
Turn the page. Oh, sorry.
No, it's turn around.
I know I was just doing turn the page to that tune. It didn't work. Whatever.
Damn it, be.
There we go.
All right. Now that we got that out there, I want to talk about television. And
Okay.
you don't have to pay extra. No, wait. Yes, you do. Hulu is actually working on a new TV series coming up. And I caught wind of this one. I was kind of looking it over. And I'm not going to lie. At first, I was a little bit on the fence about it, and apparently this one is actually, they're either wrapping up production or fixing to. I mean, we're looking at the first 2 episodes dropping as early, or not as early, but dropping on September 20th over on Hulu, and then this one will drop weekly. And it is actually a television show called Reboot.
I've heard that before.
Okay. What's it a
Not
reboot
to be
of, or is it just a reboot?
Not to be confused with the old anime or animated reboot cartoon that was out there. But so Hulu is actually decided to partake in a satirical look at the fact that all we are doing nowadays is rebooting old TV shows.
This is
True.
true, and that's why I don't watch TV.
And they're going to make a TV show about an old TV show being rebooted.
What?
I quit. I'm done. Why?
Oh, so the Modern Family creator Steve Levitan, I don't even know how to say his name. He's actually working with Hulu to bring a satirical and fictional take on a behind-the-scenes process of relaunching an old fan-favorite series. So it's going to focus on a wacky and extremely disorganized lives of the original cast of an old canceled 2000s family sitcom. By this point in time, I was kind of like, okay, this really could go either way. And then I heard the cast.
Uh-oh.
Okay, who's in it?
So the series is actually going to be led with Keegan-Michael Key, Judy Greer, Johnny Knoxville, Paul Reiser, Rachel Bloom, Callum Worthy, and Krista Marie Yu.
Okay, I take back everything I said. With a cast like that, I will definitely probably tune in at least once.
Oh, God. So
That is insane.
Keegan is actually going to play Reed Sterling. He's a fussy actor on the fictitious family multi-camera sitcom Step Right Up. Apparently, he graduated from Yale School of Drama and resents the show for ruining his career. Judy Greer is playing Brie Marie Larson, a small-town pageant girl who always dreamed of being an actress and a princess, and both somehow came true. And Johnny Knoxville will play Clay Barber, a dark and filthy stand-up comedian whose only real acting job was on the same Bright and Sunny sitcom.
Oh boy.
Paul Reiser's...
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this could be interesting.
Right? I mean, with the right cast...
Yeah.
attempting to make the show
could be
that's
good.
making fun of the shows that everyone is watching nowadays. Paul Reiser is going to play the hacky creator of the original sitcom. Rachel Bloom is going to be a sitcom writer with a fresh take. And then Callum Worthy is going to be Zach, the multi-hyphenate movie star hip-hop artist. And then Krista Marie Yu is going to be the tech exec turned television creative exec.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay then, I'll give it a shot. I'll watch one episode. Like I said,
Oh.
it might be good.
So they've released some set photos, not too much else other than, kind of how I ran off the character premise and the basic premise of the show itself. It looks hilarious. Thinking back again, going to how old I am and remembering Paul Reiser being much younger back on Mad About You. He is now
Love that show.
officially, like that older grandpa kind of age now. So him playing, that older director, writer that's kind of overseeing the things. And then, the rest of the cast, just throwing them all together and just seeing the people that want to do it and they don't want to do it and they're fighting and they're trying to make this.
That is a good mix of people.
Right?
Oh, totally.
All the while hitting on the
Just
fact that they're just making fun of the fact of just what we're doing with our everyday lives. Because every time you turn around, there's another reboot. There's another reboot. There's another reboot. Hey, which
The
leads
only
me.
thing for me
What?
is Johnny Knoxville. All I can see him in is Jackass, so it's going to be hard to even.
So he's old
Watch.
with gray hair, and
it's not going to be easy.
he's a dark and filthy stand-up comedian. So I feel like they might have kind of written this role for him to fall right into.
Okay.
Right? It definitely possibility, potential.
Yeah.
But speaking of reboot, that also takes me into my other little kind of mini story here. Upon looking further into this story, I actually saw that they're making another Willy Wonka movie.
Another one?
Another one?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh God! So this one isn't necessarily a reboot
Dirty
or
Grandpa
a remake.
was awesome.
So it's not necessarily a reboot or a remake. The reason I actually
Bad Grandpa.
stumbled upon this was the fact that Keegan-Michael Key is actually going to be in this film as well. But it's actually
Saying that name, and I don't think it is who I think it is.
I don't think it is who you think it is.
No,
It
that's
is
not who I
clear.
thought it was.
No. Did you ever watch Key and Peele?
Yeah, I did, but
Especially most famous for the freaking substitute
AA
teacher.
Ron,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Them.
I just didn't put
It
the
was-
name
yeah.
Two and two together.
Okay.
So he is actually going to be in a new film entitled Wonka. This one is actually going to star Timothy Chalamet, who is going to play a young Willy Wonka.
Like
So-
how young?
So this film is actually going to serve as a prequel. This is actually going to follow along the lines of him meeting the Oompa Loompas and starting the chocolate factory and everything before, well, I don't know how far it'll go into it, and maybe calling it now the end of the movie is him shutting down the factory.
Huh.
Right? Because, that's when Charlie and the Chocolate Factory starts, the factory had been shut down for years. So that's how they're
Yes.
going to end Wonka, with him shutting down the factory, and it's going to lead into Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Either way, that's the premise of this movie. It's actually going to be the prequel set up with him meeting the Oompa Loompas, kind of, getting into the factory, and just all his travels and journeys before becoming Willy Wonka of the Chocolate Factory. So...
The Johnny
could be
Depp
interesting.
version kind of go a little bit into like more of a history of Wonka.
It did. So the Johnny Depp one, actually, they
I didn't like that one.
They actually
Why?
had some
For you?
scenes because he talks about. Spex's keyboard's gonna be all wet tonight.
I'm sorry. Did that come out wrong?
Wow.
So he actually talks about the Oompa Loompas, talks about them not being able to actually get chocolate or the cocoa berry, the cocoa bean. Yes, cocoa berry.
Cocoa berry,
That's
huh?
a thing now. You didn't know cocoa comes in berries? So they couldn't reach the cocoa berry because they would get eaten and devoured all the time by the who's a what's-its and whatnots. So
I guess. Oh wait, no, that's Sesame Street.
yeah, no.
Wow.
Funny story.
Oh, here we go.
Who was it who wrote Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Was that Roald Dahl?
Roald Dahl, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roald Dahl.
You know,
Same
in
guy.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the snozberries taste like snozberries.
Yes.
Did you know he had one other book where he used the term snozberries?
Yes.
Now, I could be wrong in the exact body part I'm thinking of, but in the other book, the snozberries refer to something along the lines of like alien testicles or something like that. Go look it up. I saw that one when I was a kid. And I could be wrong about the body part, but it was this funny thing, like to read Charlie and the Chocolate Factory as the kid and to read that other book and go, did he just, like, authors are freaking hilarious with the crap they do and no one realizes what they do when they do it.
Wow.
But yeah, so definitely a possibility of a decent movie. Again, this one isn't necessarily being rebooted. It's all films nowadays are nothing other than either a reboot, remake, or a retelling or something. Well, because they can't go forward anymore.
Exactly.
We've been taking ourselves into the future since what, the 80s, 90s, 70s. All we have now is left is go to the past.
Yeah.
Okay, so here it is. Dahl revisited snozberries in his 1979 novel, My Uncle Oswald, 15 years after Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Turns out snozberries have been dicks all along. Yes.
That's what it was.
Are dicks.
Told you.
And his grandpa were licking dick-flavored wallpaper.
Told you that I knew it was
we
something.
are officially banned.
And I was thinking it was one of the alien things, whatever. I knew there was a thing. I read a bunch of his books when I was younger.
Yep, I thought I had read all of them. I did not read Uncle Oswald.
Yep.
I thought I had read them all. I'm gonna have to go read that one now.
Hell, go reread the Glass Elevator. The second book, so much more incredible than Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Is always a great book to read.
Yes.
And BFG, Big Friendly Giant.
Oh yeah, that too.
Not that BFG. It's like Jeepers Creepers 3 was a movie in between the first two, which actually wasn't that bad. Bees wallpaper. Now we know I hit Gus. Dare, don't tell everybody. I told you that in secret, man.
Speaking of Bees wallpaper, Bee, give us another story.
Whoa, I thought you could go in a different way there.
I don't know. Okay.
Oh, God.
Anyways, so let's just completely... Since I asked Specs if the Johnny Depp version of Willy Wonka was a little too creepy for him, and that's why he didn't like it, I'll just go back towards the creepy train here. So we all know the Simpsons. We love them. Grew up with them.
Yeah.
We all know
running animated show.
Yeah, the upcoming 34th season.
That's
of
absolutely insane.
Wow.
There is a picture of me in second or third grade wearing a Bart Simpson shirt.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
My shorts, man.
I don't think it said that. I think those ones actually weren't allowed at school.
Okay.
Because of that. But yeah. Anyways, so speaking of the upcoming 34th season, this will deliver 2 Treehouse of Horror episodes for us, which we all know and love. The Treehouse of Horror, the Halloween episodes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
3 little scary shorts. Hell yeah.
The first one will be a typical 3 7-minute story episode.
Okay.
The second one, however, will be a full episode dedicated to none other than Stephen King's It.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh boy.
There have been lots of pictures online of Krusty and Pennywise intertwined.
Oh my god.
And they're basically writing off the tattoos now. So it's going to have something to do with Krusty becoming Pennywise and terrorizing Springfield, I'm assuming.
That's
But-
friggin' awesome. I just want to hear Krusty say, "We all float down here."
Exactly, in that weird voice. That's what I
He's
want.
probably going to have that like smoker's hack after
Yeah.
And that phlegm.
when he tries to do the cackling or something. So,
Right?
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's
so
going to be
cool.
so awesome.
So yes, I'm definitely looking forward to that. So yeah, we'll get 2 Treehouse of Horror episodes this year. One, a regular with 3 stories, 7 minutes each. But the second one will be an entire episode length, and it'll be dedicated to, I'm gonna call him Krusty Wise, because why not?
I love it.
Krusty
I
Wise.
love it.
That's
Krusty
perfect.
Wise.
Crusty wise. Oh my god.
Yes. So there you go.
Oh, that's so
And,
awesome.
and that's this year.
That's this year.
Coming up in a couple months.
The 34th season will premiere on September 25th. So obviously Treehouse of Horrors the episodes will be sometime in October. That doesn't say exactly when.
Oh, yeah.
But just also FYI, he teased this all came out obviously at the Comic-Con in San Diego.
STCC.
Yes. The guy who was talking, Selman, was saying some of the teased guest stars for the 34th season also include actress Melissa McCarthy. And I love her.
Ooh,
I love her
yeah.
so much. So, yeah.
I've seen
I'm excited.
pretty much like everything she's done. I don't know why. I'm just like drawn to her films. I'm like, yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
what was
'cause you
that
never know what's
one?
going to happen.
What was that one that you
Freaking awesome.
a couple weekends ago, we were watching like the little trailers on Netflix. And what was that one that she was in that had me like cackling? Just the trailer. Thunder something.
Thunder Force.
Thunder Force?
Something like
I
that.
need
She
to-
becomes like a friggin' superhero.
Yes, her and her friend become superhero. I need to see that movie because that trailer had me.
Oh god, I watched that one.
Did you?
Yes.
Nice.
I did not tell the whole world scare. Technically, you did.
Oh
Now
god.
everyone knows about my wallpaper and why I don't leave my house.
But yeah, I like Melissa McCarthy. I watched that one. I saw them one night. I'm like, yep, we're watching this.
Yeah. So I am when I get Netflix back, I will watch
God.
it.
Well,
right,
give us the
Specs.
story specs.
Well, let's stick with the TV series.
Okay.
So
right.
we've been playing a game off and on called Grounded.
We've been
Yes.
playing a lot of that game lately. Well, not this week, but like last week when Rev and I were on vacation, we played the crap out
we
of
had
that
to
game.
recoup this week, and yeah,
And we were
Yeah.
having a blast killing all these little
Or being
ants.
killed.
I have a
and-
summer house there. Like,
You have like multiple summer houses and like bridges and towers up to nowhere.
yep.
You have like stairways to heaven that are
So I want to go on record
they're
now
not builder
as
approved,
to
guys.
saying that Specs and B were right about this game because they had been trying to get me to
Thank
play
you,
this
thank
game a year or two ago, whatever, when they first started. Y'all
2 years
think
ago.
back to like the beginning of the podcast when B was so excited one day because she could sit in a chair.
Yes.
That was when
And now
that
you know.
update had come out, and I laughed
We
at them,
started
and it
playing
was
the
a
game
whole
in 2020.
thing. I never started the game back then when she was talking about being able to sit in a chair. Just recently, I started this. Man, this game is damn crazy. Like, I'm running around and killing everything. I'm taking out these spiders, and Specs has got freaking reviving me over here, and we're doing this stuff. So I just
I'm
wanted
just
to go ahead and I wanted to go ahead and say they were right about that one. It is definitely an entertaining game.
And
Wow.
what does B do in the game?
build.
Builds the hell out of everything. I don't even have to walk on the ground anymore. Pretty soon she's going to have a sky hotel for us.
We already do.
You basically do.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay.
just so you know, so you're aware, there's over 10 million people playing Grounded.
Damn.
It's one
Wow.
of the biggest games
That's a lot
on
of
the
damn.
Xbox Game Pass right now too.
Did you
Because
say this isn't even technically a game yet?
It's not even
No,
out
it's
yet.
not.
It
The
comes out in
game-
September.
Yeah.
We're still in the early access. Wow.
But this is not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Okay, what are you talking about? Quit teasing us.
Grounded is coming out with an animated series.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
awesome.
B, I'm sorry,
So-
but it's going to be on Netflix.
Yeah, it doesn't
They probably
say
would.
where.
How did you
But
hear
it-
about this?
It's on the website actually, on Obsidian's website.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Damn.
Okay.
I don't look at
So
that.
the series will exist in the same universe as the game,
Okay.
where the mundane becomes fantastical and will follow 4 friends who have been shrunk down to the size of ants during the summer before they go to high school,
That's awesome.
facing off against enormous predators, epic natural disasters, and an army of microbots that are part of the corporate conspiracy threatening their town. These teens will need to figure out how to survive in a familiar yet utterly foreign environment that is the backyard.
There's a treasure hunt within the game.
This game is based on a conspiracy, and you never told me that. I would have started playing in 2020.
Oh my gosh.
If you had said
give up.
that, I would have jumped in back then.
I give up.
Yeah, I quit. Let's just make this the Rev
Oh.
show.
Anyways, there is no release date,
Okay.
but it just says TV series coming soon, and I will be watching this.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Wow, I'll
Just
watch.
Say anything about pre-production, post-production,
It says
or anything?
nothing of that yet.
All right. Just
Yeah.
the fact
Does
that
it
we're
say
getting
anything
it.
about needing people to be voices? I mean, I Willow.
This actually was on their website as of July 18th, so it's really
I know
new.
all of Willow's
Okay,
lines
yeah.
that she
I
said.
know you do. Anyways, I think it's pretty cool. And remember, this kind of follows like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids type thing.
It really
where they
kind
got
of does,
the idea
yeah.
from. So I think this is going to be a sweet animated series.
I'm just,
I'd be interested.
he hasn't been seen lately, but nobody tell Dank about this.
Yeah.
He never did like the...
Yeah,
He never did like
Yep.
Scares
yeah.
him, so do not tell him
Oh,
about
God,
this.
that's awesome.
We must protect the Dank.
Oh, hell yeah.
But yeah. On to the next.
All right. Well, I actually do. What is that we say now? I'm going to pull a B here.
What, you're gonna go lick your wallpaper?
No. Not while I'm trying to record. I'll do that after. No, I actually did see a update on a movie. So if we jump from one screen to another for a minute here, a movie that I made mention of, I don't know, some other podcast ago, that we are all extremely super much looking forward to dropping this Halloween season. Y'all remember the Spirit Halloween movie?
Yes,
Yes.
with Christopher Lloyd, right?
Yes, yep. And the Spirit
Yeah.
Halloween pops up out of nowhere and it's haunted and blah, 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 and all that jazz. So they've actually tweeted some stuff out about this. Apparently, the monsters that they are planning on using within the film are actually going to be, and yeah, it was Christopher Lloyd and Rachel Leigh Cook that are going to be in it, but they're actually going to be using their own original animatronic creations for the film.
Oh, that's cool.
So as far as some of the information and tweets that they had put out, we're actually looking at a Nightcrawler, Mr. Dark, and Buzzsaw are the three they put out some images of and kind of talked
I'm
about.
pretty sure Steph would know exactly who they are.
Right, she hears that, she's like, oh yeah, I know those guys.
Oh, I actually have those props.
I have them in my room.
Yeah,
They're in her closet.
Steph, we love you.
So, it's quoted as saying that Nightcrawler is a fiendish ghoul ready to consume you with his gaping maw. Mr. Dark, meanwhile, lurks in the shadows and feeds on your fears, anxieties, and wicked thoughts. So we're all screwed.
I'm screwed.
And Buzzsaw has fearsome weapon-like hands.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so it just so much yes about all of this. Like I said, I'm very much on board. It's got Christopher Lloyd and Rachel Leigh Cook, and it's a premise that just seems like a great horror movie to me because it's a spirit Halloween popping up out of nowhere from nowhere.
They do. They pop up out of nowhere, like overnight.
You put a little bit of water in.
Right.
Seriously.
When you see the pumpkin fell on the ground and the pumpkin seeds went everywhere and then it rains and then the next day there's a spirit Halloween.
Spirit Halloween there.
Yep, that's how it goes.
Uh-huh. We're on to you,
God.
Steph.
See, that's what she was actually doing.
Yes, she is. She's been working there for like all this month. That's why she hasn't been streaming at all.
Right. But yeah, so, and again, I had said this before in one of the older
And
episodes.
what's that going to be on? Is that going to be a movie theater or streaming?
This one was actually going to the theaters.
Oh, okay.
I don't have the specifics. I'll make mention of it when I see it. Because I don't remember if I saw originally. I think they're planning on a movie theater release. We'll have to see. Sometimes they go hand in hand. If you look at, what was that, Friday the 13th Kills or Halloween Kills
like that.
or whichever one it was, hit Peacock as well as being released in the theaters.
Yep.
So it's really hard to say with things nowadays, especially certain movies that are not your AAA high quality movies. Such
Yeah,
as
they
like
set it out to
might
like
be.
3 different ones.
Yeah. But now I had said it in one of the older episodes. I'll go ahead and say it again. The basic tagline for it is going to be, when a new spirit Halloween store appears in a deserted strip mall, 3 middle school friends who think they've outgrown trick-or-treating make a dare to spend the night locked inside the store for Halloween night.
Yeah,
so
no,
I'd do
that's
it.
the basic tagline
won't.
premise of the film.
I would.
But yeah, so I just wanted to go ahead and give an update on that one. It is October, Halloween time of this year, when we can be expecting that one to come out. So,
Nice. Awesome.
all right,
Is that my turn?
It is, B. What do you got for us?
All right, I have one. Oh, wait a minute. I might have a different one. Hang on. There's an article called "Can You Revive a Dead Body?" Hang on.
Whoa, what?
Reviving a dead corpse. Oh, okay.
Whoa, what?
Nope. Not what I thought it was going to be. Okay. Not what I thought.
Oh.
Okay, so let's see. Another story. What do I got? Okay, well, real quick, before I tell this story, the other thing that I want to say isn't really a story, but there are all kinds of mods out now for Stray. If you guys want to play,
Yeah, there is.
you can now play as Garfield. Rev was telling me that he saw one where you can now change the cat into Spyro.
Yep, Spyro the
cute
Dragon
little-
now.
the cute little purple dragon that I played so much of that game.
Why are you rolling?
Yes. So yeah, lots of mods coming out for that game. So if you haven't played it yet, go check it out.
I want to
Check
see
out
the
the
one
mod.
with Tom and Jerry.
I'm sure there will
You know,
be.
there's a reverse mod too. Someone actually put the Stray Cat
Yes.
into Doom 1 and 2.
I saw that.
So you can
and it
play
looks pretty cool.
Yes. So you can
looks
play
pretty
through
cool, I
the
can't
original
lie.
first 2 Dooms as the cat from Stray.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Okay, so I came across this story the other day, and it just kind of hit me as funny, so I figured I would bring it up. So there's a cartoon that we used to watch when we were younger called The Jetsons. We all know The Jetsons.
Meet George Jetson. His
Well,
boy, Alright.
No, that's Flintstones, dumbass.
Daughter Judy. Jane.
That's set
his
in the
wife.
past. Flintstones was the
Oh,
future.
that's right. Yeah, and then they had the crossover where they were all best friends.
Yeah, Flintstones meet the Jetsons. Yeah,
Which
they did
makes
have that.
No sense. I don't remember how. Anyways,
I don't remember either, but those were weird times then.
Yeah.
So
90s.
anyway, that cartoon originally aired in 1985, or actually it first aired in 62. The original show only aired for less than a year, and then in a 1985 reboot allowed the Jetsons family fame to span for generations.
Really?
Apparently, I just read it.
Oh my god.
What?
Becky, look at her.
Keep going. I just figured something out about
Okay.
George Jetson.
Okay, so it better not be what I'm about to tell you.
I'm not saying anything, so go ahead.
Okay, well, anyways, the show was set 100 years in the future, the year 2062. So there's an episode where he goes to the doctor and the doctor tells him he's going to live to be 150, and he makes a comment about, "Oh, great, I have 110 years left to live," which makes him 40. If you do the math real quick,
I did the math wrong.
George Jetson is going to be born this year.
Yep.
What?
In fact, internet people, there's two different things. People have gone back and done the math. There's one site that says that his birthday is July 30th, 2022. And there's another one, or July 31st, 2022. And there's another one that says that George Jetson's birthday was August 22nd, 2022. But either way, George Jetson was a pandemic baby.
Yep. I was doing the math and I'm like, oh my god.
Y'all, this is worse than Back to the Future. Oh my god.
So yeah, there you go.
So happy birthday, George Jetson.
George Jetson was conceived at some point during last Thanksgiving. Like around last Thanksgiving, 2021.
You know, somewhere in this world,
Someone with the last name Jetson.
someone with the last name Jetson is going to birth a baby boy on July 31st and name that dude George.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That's amazing. If I had that last name, I totally would.
Wow, that is beyond hilarious.
Right?
Wow.
And I mean, they never once mentioned in the show that he was a pandemic baby. Crazy. But here we are, living in the world where George Jetson is about to be a baby.
It's weird. You brought that up and all of a sudden the math started going in my head. I'm like, oh my god.
Yep. So there you go, y'all.
Wow.
George Jetson's gonna be born.
I'm done.
By the way, I love that show.
I'm done.
Everybody did.
What do you mean you're
okay.
done? You're not done.
You're not done. What
I'm
else you
more
got, Rev?
Flintstones person.
Actually, no, it's Specs now.
Specs, give us a story.
All right. So if I say the name HORI, what comes to mind?
Me?
What'd you call me?
Whoa, I didn't call you anything. HORI. What doesn't that ring a bell?
I know, Hori. They make a lot of third-party,
Thingies.
well,
Remember
let's
the
go with
steering wheel that I'm
products.
trying to get from Mario Kart?
Yeah. I was thinking of the specific word for it, but they make a lot of third-party products and some
Yes.
decent ones. I've used them in the past.
They're
so.
one of the best ones.
Yeah.
HORI is releasing the first ever third-party PS5 controllers.
Damn, for real?
I had no idea that there was nothing out there for PS5s.
Hey, my controller that I use for everything is Hori.
Exactly, right?
Ah, nice.
Surprise!
My stuff is always Power A or Hori.
So anyways, HORI has revealed that the first ever third-party PS5 controllers are coming out. Actually, they're out now.
Okay.
The Fighting Commander Octa and the Fighting Stick. The Fighting Stick, if you remember back in Street Fighter with the big knobs and the big buttons,
Yeah.
they
Who's got
released
big
one of
knobs?
those. Whoa, would you get your mind out of the gutter, woman?
You called her a Hori. I mean, it happens.
Oh my god, no, I
Wait, you
did
called
not.
me a Hori, and then you're
I
talking
don't want
about
to be
big
canceled,
knob.
people. I don't want to be canceled. Give me a break.
Oh.
Anyways, they made the third-party controllers for the PS5. Let me find it here. I just lost it again because you guys screwed me up again.
You guys,
All right.
nothing. It was all me.
The Fighting
Right.
Commander is now available on Amazon for $59.99, which is a very good price.
The Fighting Commander's the arcade stick one?
Just a regular controller. type,
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. And the Fighting Stick, which released on August 8th, is now on pre-order on Amazon for $199.99.
Damn.
You know,
That
you want to
sounds
get your
about
Street
right.
Fighter on. It's about normal. These things look pretty amazing, and as you know, and B just said it too, these controllers are very well made.
Mm-hmm. Trust me, I've
And-
thrown that thing many, many times.
Because of these controllers, there was a leak that Street Fighter 6 is currently getting ready to be launched in 2023.
Sounds about right.
And that's why HORI decided to release these controllers for that game coming up.
Nice.
So, interesting. I'm still trying to get my steering wheel in Canada. Rev sees it all the time in his Walmart,
Yeah.
and I can't get this.
Well, Walmart has the kids version. Best Buy has the
True.
other version. But I see them both. It's just there.
Yeah.
Hell, I was in
Drive
Walmart
across
earlier today, and they had the steering wheel and the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S and the OLED. They got it all.
Yeah.
So just
The
drive
weird
across the border to what? Washington State? Go
Oh,
to
yeah,
a
yeah.
Best Buy over here.
Piece of cake. Piece of cake. Just hop on my bike and go. Piece of cake.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay. There.
Get your
if it
steering wheel.
helps, you can stop at a restaurant and get some cake. I mean, if that's really what you want.
Right. I mean, if you're gonna throw cake into it.
Interesting little tidbit here. They only released this at the Evo in 2022 in Las Vegas, August 5th and 7th. And it's
Yeah.
already out.
Nice.
So they had this planned for a while.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they, like I said, they look amazing. It makes me want to get one just to play Street Fighter and mashing the buttons.
I wouldn't mind an actual fighting control stick like
Aim
that,
stick?
but
Yeah.
they get so damn expensive.
Yeah.
I remember back on the 360, they had a version for that one. So
I think they had a version for almost all platforms
did they?
back in the day,
Okay.
including Nintendo, Super Nintendo. I'm
I
pretty
remember
sure.
the original NES one.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, I loved that thing.
yeah. So
Wow.
interesting little fact that HORI has them. Oh, hi, Steph.
Steph, it's about time. We just did the Spirit
Ears were burning,
Halloween.
guys.
Right.
We
Ears
just
were
did the
burning.
Spirit Halloween story, and we were talking all kinds of stuff about you and talking
Talking all
to you.
trash about you.
We were not talking trash about Steph.
Yeah,
I would
we
never
were.
do that. Okay, maybe the guys were, but I stood up for you, Steph, because I love you.
All right, Rev, what do you got? Besides
Other
the
than
stare.
death glares for me.
I saw a story, and this story actually made me think of both B and Specs.
What?
I'm scared.
Me
It
too.
made me think of B because it involved dead things,
Okay, makes sense.
and it made me think of Specs because it involves spiders.
Okay, makes sense.
With all the grounding and everything,
Little
Yeah.
spiders.
right?
And that spider that has the Pringles logo on his back.
exactly, you
Yeah,
know?
makes sense.
So have you ever seen a dead spider on the ground and said, man, I wish I could use that for something. I wish I could repurpose that dead spider into something that I could utilize in my everyday life.
Well, not a dead
No.
spider, but other dead. Oh, wait, never mind. Let's stick with spiders. No, I've never. I sent it to him, Steph, but I don't think he watched it yet.
So scientists are taking the first step in necrobotics.
Say it correctly. Necrobotics,
Necrobotics.
as in dead robotics.
Yes.
I am so lost.
I'm so glad you didn't say necrophilia.
No,
Yeah,
scientists are not taking steps into necrophilia. They are taking steps into
Okay, that's good.
necrobotics.
Because I wouldn't be caught dead with a
So
necrophilia.
basically, necrobotics is the combination of corpses and robotics.
Don't worry, Steph. Everyone is.
What?
Okay, so tell us about this. Tell us about scientists and necrobotics.
So apparently,
Wait a minute. You've been on the same side as B on the other stories. In the previous.
I find my
podcasts.
stories on many different sites, actually. Not just the same ones, but yes, also the same ones.
I found this story, but I let him have it.
Oh, okay.
Basically, Mechanical engineering students at Rice University came across a dead spider, and they wondered why the legs always curled up when it was dead, or when spiders died. Yeah, spiders die and the legs always curl up.
And they stick their tongue out.
You ever killed a spider? I kill that orb-weaver every time, and it just flips over.
All the bugs that we kill ungrounded, they flip over and their legs curl.
Oh. So the students actually learned that the mechanism involved, or they wondered why legs were always curled up.
I'm just reading chat.
Oh. When they learned that the mechanisms involved, they hypothesized a way to manipulate. Oh, God, I cannot read now.
Maybe I should have kept the story.
Seriously, manipulate it in a lab setting. Apparently, these are the kinds of fun hijinks that the mechanical engineering students are freaking getting up to in the lab, which makes me want to go back to school because they're playing with dead freaking spiders and turning it into a freaking claw. They're utilizing a dead spider with the legs out and using it, legs closed, and it picks things up.
Oh my god!
Yes, it's a claw game using a actual dead spider.
That is freaking amazing.
So basically, the reason that the legs curl up are because they use hydraulics instead of muscles to flex them. It's a chamber called the prosoma pumps. Or the prosoma pumps fluid into each leg independently in order to move and flex the joints. So when the spider dies, the pressure releases, the legs curl up on themselves. Neat.
Wow.
Right? Cool.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Like that,
And
right?
they go,
So they devised a way to super glue a syringe into a dead spider's prosoma chamber.
Wait, hold on. How big's a spider?
The
talking
one
like-
I see is like a little spider like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean they're not
not
messing
talking
with like
about, like-
tarantulas.
Oh, I thought they were
Not
using
yet.
tarantulas.
Yeah, no,
Not
not yet. They need something that if they accidentally were to bring back to life, they could easily make it away from. So they're starting with like smaller spiders and using it to pick up
so
like little
weavers and
things
stuff like that.
Yeah, little
They're-
things.
Yeah, they're not like actually using spiders in claw machines and picking up like stuffed animals or anything. By the way, Scare says that spiders are just aliens, just small ones.
That makes sense.
Yes. So there you go.
So they're actually using the syringe to push air through, and it's allowing them to be able to open and close the spider's legs, and they can utilize it to pick up 130% of the spider's body weight.
Damn.
Yes.
Wow.
So these
That's
freaking
awesome.
students are over here playing in Necrobotics.
Necrobiotics. Gotcha.
So if you ever, think,
Interesting.
hey, I want to be able to take a corpse and mix robotics with it and take over the world. I mean, lift things up. Like, this is the way our world is going now. This is what we are doing with our lives. Just throwing that one out there. Necrobiotics is a term.
I have to look into that more.
Yes, me too. Anyways,
Right.
Specs
Whoa,
looked
what?
like he got whipped by a moose. Specs, did you get whipped by a moose? Is there
Specs, don't
something
get
you're
whipped
not
by
telling
moose.
us?
Wait,
Not that I know.
how many moose? And if there are more than one moose, is it a meese?
No.
Oh my god.
Is it mooses?
Next.
No,
Next.
it's just the plural moose is
Next.
with moose. There is a
Next.
group of moose.
A moose can't also be moose. It would
Yes.
have to be
Next.
mooses.
Oh, I need
No,
a
and
mute
it's not
button.
meese either.
It's meese. No,
Why do you
meese
look
is
so,
the plural
why do you look
of
so
mouse.
sleepy? Steph is concerned about you, Specs.
It's freaking hot here. I'm tired.
Anyways,
Aw, you
well, it's a
got
good
red
thing that we're
temperature.
just about done with the show. B, you got anything
Are
else
we
for
now?
us? Yes. B, you got anything else?
Well, it's funny that you were talking about necrobiotics
Oh, God.
because I have a story about a necrophilia.
Oh god.
But before
All
I
right, B.
start this story, it's going to be short. I'm going to skim through. But, okay, I have to ask you guys a question right now. And chat, I want you guys to answer this too.
Uh-oh.
Steph, you may not be home. I don't know if you're at work or what right now. But when you guys are home, like the three of us are right now, is your front door locked or back door or, entrance into your house? Is it locked right now?
Yes.
Okay, so Rev, you passed. Specs, you failed terribly.
I grew up in Detroit. I double, triple lock everything. I load the shotgun by the door, like...
Specs, why is your door not locked?
Just shut.
It's just shut?
Just shut.
Okay, well,
oh my God.
We'll see if it stays that way.
No, I once had a homeless guy end up in my garage. I mean, like...
It's still shut.
Crazy.
So my door... I go outside, I take a bag of garbage out, I come inside, I lock the screen, I lock the storm door. Like, I don't just lock the door, I lock the screen door too. Like,
it's
every time I go in and out.
representation of how safe you feel the neighborhood is that you grew up in. Not the neighborhood you live in now, because how you grew up determines how you are now. If you grew up in a safe neighborhood where you never had a concern about it, you don't lock your door now. If you did not... It's always locked.
Because a lot of people just lock their doors at night. I mean, unless you live out in the middle of like BFE country, whatever. And then there are people out there that like still to this day don't lock their doors ever, which is just crazy to me. But I'm home all the time. My door's always locked. So here's the reason why. So Richard Trenton Chase was an American serial killer who killed 6 people in the span of a month in California. He earned the nickname the Vampire of Sacramento because he drank the blood of his victims and ate their internal organs. He did this as part of a delusion that he needed to prevent the Nazis from turning his blood into powder via poison that they had planted beneath his soap dish.
Yeah. I mean,
are you guys lost that?
He gotta lock his door. He'll be lock, chain lock, dead.
But that's not the point that I wanted
Raise
him to
the
go
moat.
lock his door. That wasn't the point. Is your door locked?
Double.
Okay, so just a little bit of background on him.
He's a zombie.
Right. Richard was born in 1950. He was raised in a strict household and was often beaten by his father. Okay. Red flag number 1.
Yeah.
In his teens, he became an alcoholic. Red flag number 2.
Red flag number 1 would have been his name. Dude's got a serial killer name, so...
True.
Richard Trenton Chase.
Yes, that dude sounds like a serial killer.
RTC.
Right? RTC killer.
Okay, so in his teens became an alcoholic, so that's the second red flag. Developed a liking for killing and mutilating animals. Red flag number 3. And fire starting. Oh, look at that. Red flag number 4.
5.
In high school, he had a handful of girlfriends, none of whom he was able to maintain a steady relationship with.
Gee, I wonder why.
Well, due to his inability to achieve or maintain an erection. But, yeah.
Well, that was
Anyway.
the Nazis' fault.
Or lighting
It
the
could have been.
makeup on fire or something.
I don't know if there's a documentary on this guy, but
We will find out and update
I'll let you
somewhere on
know,
the
Steph.
SpecsRated posts.
Yes. Okay, so as an adult, he moved out. He was like in and out of his parents' house or an apartment. Sometimes his parents would get him an apartment just to get him out of the house, I'm assuming. He was institutionalized for a while after being taken to the hospital for blood poisoning, which he contracted after injecting rabbit's blood into his veins.
Oh my god.
He escaped the hospital, went home to his mother. He was apprehended and sent to an institution for the criminally insane, where he often shared with the staff fantasies about killing rabbits. The people in the hospital started referring to him as Dracula. After undergoing treatments involving psychotropic drugs, he was deemed no longer a danger to society, and in 1976, he was released into the custody of his parents. And his mother, deciding that her son did not need to be on anti-schizophrenic medication that he had been prescribed, weaned him off of it. Oh, red flag number 5. 6. Oh, I put the other ones together because they were together. He was killing
But you didn't add the name.
animals. Okay. Oh my God, the name. It's not a serial killer name.
100% serial killer name.
Please, nobody named Richard or Trenton or Chase.
No, it's all 3 names together. Richard, Trenton, Chase. That's the serial killer name.
Do you know why they refer to serial killers with 3 names? Like Ted, Theodore, or Theodore. I can't even remember Bundy's middle name. But like John Wayne Gacy. Do you know why they say serial killers names with all 3?
Is this going to be on the final exam?
Yes,
because
it is.
I don't know.
It's so that, like, this guy, Richard Chase. Richard Chase could be like a common name. So it's not to single out every single Richard Chase out there. So when they talk about him, they say Richard Trenton Chase, because how many Richard Trenton Chases are there?
1, and he's a serial killer. So that's a serial killer's name.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, okay, back to Richard Trenton Chase. Chase began to lose interest in caring for himself. He neglected personal hygiene, such as bathing, grooming, brushing his teeth. He stopped eating and dropped down to 145 pounds.
Damn.
Which is very small for a male, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So 1976, deemed no longer danger to society and released.
Right.
December 29th, 1977, Chase killed his first victim in a drive-by shooting in an apparent warm-up for the crimes he planned on committing. The victim was Ambrose Griffin, a 51-year-old engineer and father of 2 who was helping his wife bring groceries into their home. I'm not going to go into detail on the killings. I'm just going to list them. On January 11th, 1978, Chase asked his neighbor for a cigarette, then forcibly restrained her until she gave him an entire pack. 2 weeks later, he attempted to enter the home of another woman.
Oh my God, what a serial killer.
Listen.
I'm listening.
But finding that her doors were locked, went into her backyard and walked away. Chase later told detectives that he took locked doors as a sign he was not welcome, but that unlocked doors were an invitation to come inside. You want him inside your house? You want the vampire of Sacramento in your house?
You wouldn't get far.
While wandering around, he encountered a girl named Nancy Holden with whom he attended high school with. He attempted to get a ride from her, but frightened by his appearance, she refused. Chase continued to attempt to enter homes until he came across the home of David and Teresa Whalen. David was at work. Teresa, I'm going to say Teresa, 3 months pregnant, was in the middle of taking out the garbage and thus had left her front door unlocked. Chase surprised her in the home and shot her 3 times. On January 27th, Chase committed his final murder, which also qualifies as a mass murder. He entered the home of 38-year-old Evelyn Murath, who was babysitting her 22-month-old nephew, David. Also present in the home was Evelyn's 6-year-old son, Jason, and Dan Meredith, a neighbor who had come over to check on Evelyn. All of them were shot and killed by Richard Trenton
But
Chase.
just so you know, my door's locked, so no one's allowed to come in. He's unwanted.
Okay. I'm glad to know that he's unwanted. After the Whalen murder, FBI agents Russ Vorpagel and Robert Ressler were called in to investigate. They compiled a profile of the killer. They determined that the killer would be tall, malnourished, a loner, physically unclean, and that most importantly, he would continue to kill. 5 days after the mass murder and after hearing the FBI profile, Nancy Holden, the schoolmate that refused to give him a ride because she was frightened of his appearance, said that she believed Richard Chase could be the killer. The police ran a background check on Chase where they came across his registration of a .22 caliber semi-automatic pistol. Detectives and a team of police went to Chase's apartment where they asked to speak with him. Chase refused. Detectives and police hid down the hallway and waited for Chase to leave, arresting him when he left the apartment carrying a blood-stained box. His parka and shoes were also blood-stained. Inside were pieces of shredded, blood-soaked wallpaper and blood-stained .22 in which he had committed all of his murders.
Ew.
Yes. He stood trial for 6 counts of murder in order to avoid the death penalty. The defense tried to have Chase found guilty of second-degree murder, which would result in life sentence. It's not a special 2-hour episode scare. On May 8th, the jury found Chase guilty of 6 counts of first-degree murder. He was sentenced. And on December 26th, 1980, a guard doing cell checks found Chase laying awkwardly on his bed, not breathing. An autopsy determined that Chase committed suicide with an overdose of prison doctor prescribed antidepressants that he had been saving up for the last few weeks.
Makes sense.
And that is the
One way to go.
very quick summary of the Vampire of Sacramento and why you should always lock your fucking doors. So,
I always do.
No.
me too.
I grew up in an area where you're supposed to, so. You got anything else for this week's Specs?
I'm good. I'm done.
I have one more quick story just because the headline made me giggle a little bit, and because I'm female and I know of a lot of guys who do this.
What do you got?
Just an FYI, it's happening in the Philippines, but if any douchebag guys want to ghost chicks anymore, a lawmaker in the Philippines has filed a bill seeking to declare ghosting, the act of ending communication with someone without explanation, an emotional offense, and they will be punished for it.
Oh my god.
It's a real
and
thing.
it's gone too far.
It's in the Philippines. It's a legit thing.
Welcome to the world we live in, y'all.
Yep.
So D-bags, prepare to be busted in the Philippines.
And that's all we got
all I
for
got.
you this week, y'all.
That was
Stay
crazy.
awesome. We'll catch you next week, everyone.
Bye,
Hi,
everyone.
everybody.